What's going on, guys? It's Metsu here, and welcome to some Drawn to Death. In order for us to continue, I'm gonna need you all to ignore your teacher, pull out your phones, and pay attention to this character guide. For today's lesson, we're gonna be covering Alan. So, let's get right into it. Alan has 3 abilities at his disposal, along with 2 perks. The first perk allows Alan to go invisible, and the second perk allows Alan to self-regenerate his health when he's not invisible. The only downside to this perk, though, is the fact that Alan cannot recover any of his health through the health pickups scattered throughout the map.
That shit'll kill ya. I ain't eating that.
Now, moving on to the abilities. The first ability is the Flying Death. This ability allows Alan to glide for a short amount of time, and by pressing R2, Alan can do a 360 spin, hitting anyone within his range. The second ability is LFS, short for Lumber's Sexual Fuck Stick. This ability can be revved up for however long and then thrown at an enemy to not only impale them, but to also keep them in place for a couple of seconds. Pro tip: when using LFS, it's okay not to go for a direct hit, just for the prior fact that it can actually ricochet off of the ground and off of walls. So say if someone's chasing you, you can throw it off of the wall in front of you, make a turn, and then the chainsaw will bounce off the wall and hit the person behind you. Or you can bounce it off the ground towards someone coming after you. There's many different things that you can do with this chainsaw, so always keep in mind that it's okay not to go for a direct hit. Pro tip times 2. Say someone's using a heat-seeking missile. For example, the JRPG. If you notice that the JRPG is actually coming towards your way, you can go invisible and then it'll mistrack wherever you are. Therefore, you won't get hit. Okay, the third ability is Chainsaw Slice. Chainsaw Slice is just a melee attack that Alan can do while having his chainsaw equipped. Granted, it does a little bit more damage than a regular melee attack. Alright, now that we covered the abilities, let's flip the page to the character stats. The first ability is Flying Death, which does a flat 50 damage. The second ability is LFS, which does 75 plus damage. The reason why I have plus is because once you hit them with LFS and they're stunned for that little bit of time, you can actually shoot them to try to finish them off. The last ability is Chainsaw Slice, which does 20 plus damage, for the prior fact that every time you slice with Chainsaw Slice, it takes some of your barf meter, so you can actually get some good damage in. Now reading what the frog has to say, it says slice them up when they are below 50 HP. I don't know why he's calling us a dick. Anyway, once you notice that they're below 50 HP or at 50 HP exactly, you can try to go for a Flying Death, or go invisible and then go for a Flying Death, or if you're feeling confident, then go for an LFS. But if you miss that, then your chainsaw actually goes wherever you threw it at and you have to recover it. So basically choose your abilities wisely. Alright, to finish up, let's look at some useful notes. In Alan's notes, we only got 3 notes. The first one is that you are actually able to turn while using Chainsaw Slice. So say if they're trying to jump to the left, if you actually turn your camera to the left because he's coming up with the chainsaw, he can actually turn. If you're using a normal melee attack, it's just straightforward and you can't really turn in which direction you want to go. So keep that in mind when somebody's trying to juke you out. The second one is that you're slightly invisible due to the sprinting lines. This game is cartoony and animated, so you do see the sprinting lines behind you. So if Alan goes invisible and he starts running, then everyone else can still see the sprinting lines where you're running. So whenever you go invisible, try to jog around, that way they don't see you. The third one is that Alan just doesn't shut the hell up when he goes invisible. So he just completely wants to talk his whole entire barf meter away and give away your position, as long as, you know, they have good hearing and like, oh, he's to the right of me, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot him right now because he just won't shut the hell up. Well guys, hopefully this character guide was helpful, and if it was, then be sure to leave a like and comment in the comment section below. Now I'm gonna leave you guys off with some gameplay of Alan. This is Metsu or Jakin, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.